Welcome students. Myself Dr. Monica Ketarpal. I am Associate Professor of Physics in Government Dungar College, Bikaner. In my lecture series of MSc Previous Physics, I am dealing with first paper, that is Classical Mechanics. In our previous lectures, we have discussed about infinitesimal contact transformation. We know what is contact transformation. Contact transformation means that we have to transform from old set of coordinates to a new set of coordinates. Old set of coordinates are denoted by small q and p, and new set of coordinates are denoted by capital Q and capital P. And we have also discussed about generating functions. The second form of generating function depends on small q and capital P. If we use a function f2 equal to summation over j, small qj, capital Pj, we know that it generates identity transformation. That means using the transformation equations, we will get small p to be exactly same as capital P and small q to be exactly same as capital Q. Now we need that these coordinates are not exactly the same, but they differ by a small change. For this purpose, we have to change our generating function. And we have changed our generating function by a factor epsilon g. And by this change, we get the small change in the coordinates which we have discussed earlier to be as denoted by del qj and del pj. Here, the function g is termed as generating function, as this is the function which generates infinitesimal contact transformation. That means this is the function which has created a change in the coordinates by a small number. For example, here the change in the coordinate q is del qj. Change means capital Qj minus small qj, which is epsilon del g upon del pj. And change in momenta is del pj, which is capital P minus small p. This is equal to minus epsilon del g upon del q. Now, I am going to write these infinitesimal contact transformation equations. These two equations in terms of Poisson bracket form. To express them in a Poisson bracket form, I am considering a function x. Let this x depends on small q and small p. So, the variation of x will have two terms. One will have a change in q and the other term will have a change in p. That means del x will be equal to partial derivative of x with qj del qj plus the second term, which is partial derivative of x with pj del pj. Now I have obtained the value of del qj and del pj using the infinitesimal contact transformation, and putting these values I get variation of x to be equal to, taking the epsilon factor common, epsilon del x upon del qj del g upon del pj minus del x upon del pj del g upon del qj. Students, we know that this is the Poisson bracket of x and g. So del x comes out to be epsilon Poisson bracket of x and g. Now, I'm assuming that this generating function g is equal to h. H is Hamiltonian and epsilon is equal to del t. So del x will be equal to del t x h. This is the function, and if I have x to be equal to qj, then del qj will be equal to dt instead of x qj, Poisson bracket of qj and h. Students, we know that Poisson bracket of qj and h is equal to qj dot. So del qj comes out to be equal to dqj. Here we have used the canonical equations in Poisson bracket notation. As we have derived for qj, similarly we will derive for pj. And this will lead to the similar type of expression where del pj will be equal to dpj. Hence, in Feitzmel contact transformation, which are generated by Hamiltonian, they give rise to the actual motion because del comes to be same as dpj. And the generator, instead of g, we have used Hamiltonian. So here the generator of Feitzmel contact transformation is Hamiltonian. Now, when I am using x to be h, then here I am using x to be equal to h. So I get my expression del h equal to epsilon h g. If I have g to be constant, then according to Poisson theorem, the Poisson bracket of a constant with Hamiltonian must be equal to 0. This is the Poisson first theorem. That means for Poisson bracket to be 0, I will have del h to be equal to 0. That means h will be constant in motion. So we can conclude from here that constant of motion are generator of Feitzmel contact transformation which leave the Hamiltonian invariant. Now I am deriving angular momentum in a Poisson bracket notation. We know that angular momentum, which is expressed as capital L, has a formula r cross p. Here r is position vector and p is linear momentum, which is also a vector quantity. Now I am using Cartesian coordinates. So I have expressed my position coordinate is as unit vector I x plus unit vector j y plus unit vector k z. Similarly, for the components of linear momentum, I have I px plus j py plus k py. And between r and p there is a cross product. That means I have to find curl of r and p. So vector angular momentum can be expressed as, so from this expression I can write the components of angular momentum. Lx from here expression will be ypz minus zpy and Ly will be zpx minus xpz and Lz will be xpy minus ypx. So I have obtained the components of angular momentum. Now using these components, I will find the Poisson bracket of components of angular momentum with linear momentum. In order to do this, I am finding the general expression. I am initially finding the general expression for Poisson bracket of a function f and pj. From the definition of Poisson bracket, I know that Poisson bracket of f and pj will be equal to del f upon del qj, del pj upon del pk minus del F upon del Pk, del Pj upon del Qk. And from the fundamental or basic Poisson bracket properties, I know that this variation, this is equal to del Jk, and the variation of P with respect to Q, this is equal to 0. So the second term will be 0. And this term, which is del F upon del Qj into delta Jk, this will turn out to be del F upon del Qj. And from this general form, we will derive the Poisson bracket of different component of linear and angular momentum. So, students, first of all, I am using the x component of angular momentum, linear momentum. That means I am using F to be Lx. And the linear momentum component is also taken as x. That means it is taken as Px. So here I am substituting F to be Lx and Pj means Px. So since F is Lx, it comes out to be del Lx and the derivative will be with respect to x. And we have obtained Lx. This is the formula for Lx. I have to find the variation of Lx with x. So seeing this formula and differentiating it with respect to x, it will be equal to 0. Hence Poisson bracket of Lx with Px will be equal to 0. Similarly, I can obtain the components. I can use the component of P to be y and F is Lx also. I get Lx Py to be equal to del Lx upon del y. Del Lx upon del y. We can see from the definition of Lx, del Lx upon del y will be equal to Pz. Similarly, we can obtain the third component, which is Lx Poisson bracket with Pz. This will come out to be minus Py. Here we have taken F to be Lx. Now, further we can substitute F to be Ly and obtain other Poisson bracket expressions. The obtained expressions are Poisson bracket of Ly with Px equal to minus Pz and Poisson bracket of Ly with Py 0, Poisson bracket of Ly with Pz to be Px. Similarly, when we choose F to be Lz, the remaining three Poisson bracket expressions can be derived. Now, these were the Poisson bracket relation between a component of linear momentum and a component of angular momentum. Now, I am going to derive the Poisson bracket relation between various components of angular momentum. Angular momentum L. Poisson bracket relation between Lx and Ly. Using the definition of Poisson bracket, I get it to be del Lx upon del Qk, del Ly upon del Pk, minus del Lx upon del Pk, del Ly upon del Qk. Using the three Cartesian components, I get these three bracket terms. And since we have already obtained the value of Lx, Ly and Lz, we can obtain these derivatives clearly from this first equation. And finding and putting them, I get it to be equal to xpy minus ypx. And this is equal to Lz. So Poisson bracket of Lx and Ly comes out to be Lz. In a similar way, we can get the Poisson bracket of Ly and Lz to be Lx, and Poisson bracket of Lz and Lx to be Ly. The Poisson bracket of various components of linear momentum will be the Poisson bracket of Px, Py, this will be 0. Similarly, the Poisson bracket of Py, Pz and the other Poisson bracket, which is the Poisson bracket of Pz, Px, this will be equal to 0. So these are the important Poisson bracket relation between the components of linear momentum and the component of angular momentum. And these were the relation between Poisson bracket relation between various components of angular momentum, and these are the Poisson bracket relation between the various components of linear momentum. So we have expressed our infinitesimal contact transformation in a Poisson bracket notation, and we have shown that when an infinitesimal contact transformation is generated by Hamiltonian, then this gives rise to an actual motion of the system. That means del Qj equal to dQj and del Pj equal to dPj. And another important conclusion which we have drawn today is that constant of motion are generator of those infinitesimal contact transformation which leave the Hamiltonian invariant. Thank you students for watching.